It is 5 red lights, and away we go. We get a decent start compared to Aston Martin. You can see we're already up alongside him into turn 1. We get the inside. He holds it around the outside, and now I think, yeah, here we go. We're just about keeping ahead, and we have the position coming into the third corner. Now, Jack is the one who started on pole here. Kian couldn't get his time in qualifying, but he's already jumped 2 positions on the start, which is pretty good for him. Now, the Aston Martin, oh, here comes Jack, tries to send it all the way around the outside. Almost a brilliant move, but I cover him off on the exit. And now, let's have a look, can he get back at us? Coming onto the straight here. Yeah, you can see the straight line speed. I think he's using increased top speed. I think we're just using the balanced or something. Down into the next corner we go. Now you can see he was a little bit on track limits there, but I don't think he would have broken away too much. Now, this is our chance to use the RS to try and get back at him with the slipstream. Outside line or inside line, we're going to switch to the inside. Dive down, can we do it? It's going to be close coming out here. Little bit of wheel banging on the exit, but room was left for both drivers. And now we've got slipstream to come back at him. We're not going to use ERS, we want to charge it for now. And he's using ERS by the looks of things, keeps ahead, and as you can see with the anti-lock brake assist, he's able to dive into that corner, and I thought I broke late there. I think by this point, I'm thinking, right, I need to stay behind him, get a nice gap between me and Corbin behind. So Corbin, me and him were both in a voice since Logan couldn't join. You can see the gap is increasing. If you look at our leaderboard here on the left, you can see he's really towing me along here, which is perfect for me. I knew I wasn't in contention for the win. Kian has now gotten past Corbin, and he's caught up to me, coming on to lap 6. He's looking for somewhere he can go. I get a bit of better sector there, but then he comes back at me, coming into this corner, obviously using ERS. Now here he comes. Straight line speed, he's using increased top speed. I'm using the balance setup, so he's going to be a lot faster in the straights, which I do know of. I'm thinking, right, okay, how hard is he going to battle me here? I know he's a very clean driver, so I know he'll just want to get the pass easily, but I'm wondering what his pace is going to be like. Maybe I'll try and hold him up to help Corbin, maybe. We'll see what will happen. That's what I was thinking during this. Now here comes Kian with the DRS to the inside. He brakes pretty late, I brake early, get the switch back, come up alongside him using RS, and now we were behind in the DRS detection zone, so we have DRS coming in to the first corner, and I think we've got the position back. Yeah, he tucks back into the slipstream, we cover him off to the outside, and we get the move done. Now, can he get back at us here? It looks like he will, since he's right behind me. Now, this is quite scary when there's a driver. Whoa, that was close! When there's a driver right behind you here, because you do not want them to go in the back of you, because that can happen a lot in these league races. Now here he comes. Outside line he's going to go for. He's going to send it. You can see he holds the outside, makes contact with the wall. Doesn't matter though, damage is off, and he manages to get past. What an outside move, and brilliant stuff. Now I'm using ERS, which probably wasn't the best, since I might as well just stay behind him and get the DRS, but I didn't want to be stuck in the dirty air for too long. Right, we're past. Both of us having to recharge. Now my thinking behind this one, you can see, I let him past, or I tried to let him past just before the DRS detection zone. So if you look at the leaderboard here, I wasn't actually ahead. He sent it. You can see he gets so he's ahead in the DRS detection zone. So I'm now alright, and I'm gonna get the DRS and try and come back at him. But it doesn't look like that happens there, and I know, right, okay, this fight is over for me. So I just want to stay in the DRS and slipstream. Now you can see behind, the gap is it's opening and closing, but it looks like Corbin's starting to catch up a little bit. Who, like I said, was in a voice, and what's happened there? Okay, so here, you can see, he makes a huge mistake, contact with the wall, and I managed to get up alongside him here. Oh yeah, and this was quite interesting. So we did a bit of DRS chicken. You can see he lets me past, and as soon as I see that, I even downshift because I want the DRS here, and he wants it too. I'm behind in the DRS detection point. I might be able to get him coming onto the straight here. Uses up ERS, and there we go. DRS wide open now. Can we get him coming into the first corner? I know I don't want to be battling too much because Corbin is closing the gap. Oh, that's close through there. Now, the reasoning of cutting the corner here was I noticed he turned in very early. So I knew he was going to ride the bump, and I could see he was just going to come across on me. So I thought, you know what, no, I'm not risking it. I just want to cut the corner here. Which all stayed the same coming through there. I think I got an illegal overtake, but he took it back anyway. Now, these tyres are starting to get to me. Just from that battling, Corbin's already caught, I think, 7 tenths. Now, this is interesting. So coming into here, about here, I get a 5-second penalty, which is highly unworthy, I'd say, because you can see Kian did the exact same line as me coming through here, and there was nothing that I did wrong. It was here that I got the penalty. So, but luckily that doesn't affect us after the race, you'll see. Now, we put on the hards. I wanted to pit when Kian pit because I wanted to stay in the tow. Anyway, off we go. Now, we've got cars behind. We've got Jack's teammate, Charlie, who actually ping-pongs off the walls. Just ping-pongs there. Not having the best time, and he actually, I think he's crashed into a wall or something because he's fallen behind. Now, I'm getting quite agitated because Kian's breaking away because he does better on cold tyres. But then, Will, I'm really worried that he's going to try and battle me here because he hasn't even made his pit stop yet. He's not on the same strategy as me, and he's actually going to go for the inside. Now, this is a horrible corner to go to the inside of, but luckily he is wise and backs out of it. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. But anyway, I think that's the battle over. And yeah, actually no, he comes at me here. Tries to go for the inside. I'm thinking, right, round the outside, let's do it then. And we keep the position. And then here, he just sort of falls apart. He can't keep control of his car and ends up, there's a huge gap. You can see I've already brought a second gap. Now, here's Corbin. This is interesting. So, me and Corbin both decide, okay, let's help each other out here. Corbin with the fresher tyres. Now, at first, I was thinking, all right, well, who's actually got the best pace here? And I didn't really want to give it up that easily. He's like, he wants to, I don't know, he wasn't being impatient. He was just seeing what I was doing, and I did have slower pace here, and he was getting the dirty air, wasting on those mediums, so I should let him pass, which I do eventually, but for now, I keep ahead of him. Now, finally, he gets the DRS, and by this point, Kian's got a 3-second penalty for track limits, and I'm not sure why I fought back there. I shouldn't have done that. So now, we're working together, and I go for the outside just to go sailing past. Now, this is the point where we're saying, okay, Corbin's got better pace than me here. We need to let him pass at some point. And so I just give him the inside. And he is through up to 3rd place. And now I just sit behind him for a little bit. Through here. Now, here, it's pretty much just me and Corbin just working together here. Corbin with better pace, giving me the slipstream, and now I'm ahead. Just to use up the rest of these mediums. And then, coming on to the final lap now. Now this is interesting. So what happened was, I think, Will and Charlie, since me and Corbin were in a public voice, since we didn't have a private one, they both joined the voice. and so I knew that Corbin was going to be distracted, but I luckily stayed focused, and you'll see what happens later on, but it doesn't really affect anyone's race, but it's fine. So here we go. I'm like, right, I need to get ahead now, because this is for track position, and we are, after all, not always going to be teammates in this league, so I get through. Now, like I said, he's lost a lot of concentration because Will and Charlie have joined The Voice, because they had some incidents with George. And now, here he comes, look at that. Oh, that was a shame. But luckily, nothing really happened from that. Let's have another look at that. So yeah, he just lost concentration, forgot that you can't overtake there, and sadly made contact. But we're 54 seconds ahead of George, so we're all good. And in the end, I don't actually have to appeal for my penalty, since the 5-second gap is already done. So there we go. That is just a little preview of what happened from my point of view in the race. It was very fun to drive.